If I could have everybody take their seats, we're going to get started in the next couple minutes. Everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Award Ceremony. What a beautiful venue we have here. Wow, I can't see any of you, so if you're making faces at me, I genuinely cannot tell. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jennifer Lindgren, and I have the privilege of serving as chair for Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers. This program is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. The people in this room become your family and people you can trust to rely on and lean on when you need to. So I'm not going to cry even, see? Not yet, anyways. Okay. It's wonderful to have a room full of people who share the same passion for agriculture and for the future of our industry. As we gather here today to celebrate something truly special in agriculture: leadership, innovation, family, and the future of farming. The Outstanding Young Farmers program recognizes young farmers who demonstrate excellence in agriculture, while also giving back to their communities and helping move our industry forward. Agriculture has always been more about the crops and the livestock. It's about the people, it's about our families, and it's about building something that lasts for our next generation. And today, we're going to celebrate two incredible farm families who represent exactly that. But before we meet our nominees, I want us all to take a moment to look around the room. This room here today is filled with people who understand agriculture. The early mornings, the late nights, the unpredictable weather, too much rain, not enough rain, the value of relationships, hard work, and the pride that comes with each and every one of us helping feed the world. We all know that farming isn't always easy. There are tough seasons, there are hard years. But what defines this community here today is that we keep going, because in agriculture, hard times don't last, but farmers, heck, we do. So, the future is exactly who we're celebrating today, and our nominees represent the next generations of leaders in Saskatchewan agriculture. Families who are building businesses, raising kids, improving their land, and somehow still managing to show up for events like this and get all dressed up. So let's do this properly. When I introduce our nominees, I'd like everybody to give them a kind, loud welcome. Music, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Farmer nominees. From Osage, Saskatchewan, representing a fourth-generation farm built on innovation, partnership, and strong family values, Chancey Burke and Jordan Lynch. They are part of Lynch Farm Partnership, a 12,000-acre cereal, oilseed, and lentil operation that continues to grow through progressive farming practices and thoughtful succession planning. Welcome Chancey and Jordan and their families here today. And coming from Melfort, Saskatchewan, 2 cowboys, that's right. The next generation behind a long-standing family cattle operation, Cash and Bo Stevenson of Highlight Feedlot, a fourth-generation farm that includes a 4,500-head feedlot, a cow herd, and grainland, all built on strong commitment to family, tradition, and improving their operation for the future. Please welcome Cash and Bo. The Outstanding Young Farmers Program exists to celebrate people who are pushing agriculture forward. Today, we get to celebrate 2 incredible families doing exactly that. And the best part about agriculture is this: the future isn't somewhere far away. The future of agriculture is already here, and they just walked into the room. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our sponsors. Programs like Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers are only possible because of the incredible support of our sponsors. Thank you for continuing to believe in us, to trust us, and to show up for us. We thank you. Our chartered sponsors this year are 33-7, Farm Credit Canada, Pattison Agriculture. Our Platinum Plus sponsors are Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers, Saskatchewan Ministry of Ag, and Canada's Farm Show. Platinum sponsors, Bunge, Hammond Realty, MMP, SARM, Smart Investing Solutions, Southern Irrigation, Star Ag. We're also grateful for our many gold and silver sponsors here with us today who are recognized in today's program. Thank you all for continuing to support agriculture and investing in the future of young farmers. I would now like to draw our attention to the screen. We're honored today to receive greetings from the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food, the Honourable Heath MacDonald.
Hello to everyone gathering in Regina for the 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Awards Banquet. Congratulations to this year's nominees, Cash and Bo Stevenson at Highlight Feeders near Melfort, and Jordan and Keegan Lynch and Chancey Bork and their spouses at the Lynch Partnership at Osage. You represent the very best in Saskatchewan agriculture. You are resilient, innovative leaders committed to driving our agriculture sector forward to new growth and new opportunities. Our government is proud to support this program and all the well-deserved recognition it brings to you and your farm businesses. It's an exciting time to be involved in agriculture. Young farmers like you are helping to make Saskatchewan a world leader in ag innovation, from precision agriculture and robotics to AI. And many of those innovations are on display at Canada's Farm Show, where you are meeting today. Farming is generational, and as minister, my job is to work as hard as I can to support the growth, investment, and competitiveness of your farm businesses. That's why we are partnering with the industry investors to maximize our resources and drive innovation forward. With young producers like you, the future of Canadian agriculture is in great hands. Once again, congratulations to the 2026 Saskatchewan finalists. Enjoy your day.
Next, it is my extreme pleasure and honor to introduce you to the President of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers Program. She is a joy and a delight, and if you haven't had the chance to sit down with her, please do. Miss Amy Cronin.
All right, well, thank you so much to Jen. When I think about Outstanding Young Farmers, Jen is always one of the alumni that pops into my mind because she really emulates what this program stands for. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Amy Cronin, and like Jen said, I'm honored to be the president of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers, and am supported by an absolutely incredible board. Our board is made up of volunteers from across this country who wholeheartedly believe in this program and what it stands for. For us, it's so incredibly important to celebrate excellence in agriculture. And Jen, when I was listening to you say your opening remarks today, there are a few things that you said that I think are worth repeating. Farmers aren't in this just to have a job. Farmers, especially the farmers that we find in the Outstanding Young Farmers program, they are passionate individuals who are willing to put in the time and the effort, the early mornings, the late nights, to put up with weather and disease in animals and all of those things because they absolutely love agriculture in their province and agriculture in this country. And so I do want to welcome our nominees in Saskatchewan this year. It's been a real honor to have a chance to talk to you over the last couple of days, and I think everyone here is going to be excited to hear more from you throughout the afternoon program. What I thought I'd do is, instead of walking through a slide deck, I think that there's one that is here. Is there a PowerPoint?
You just pretend to click and then they'll click it for you.
Okay, all right, I have the PowerPoint, right? So I'm just gonna go like this. Here we go. So what we do, we start with our sponsors, and Jen did a really fantastic job talking about the sponsors in Saskatchewan. And it's always impressive when we've got regions that have such great support. And in Saskatchewan, the support for this organization is fabulous. At the national level, it's the same. We absolutely can't do what we do without our national sponsors. And they are listed up on the slide deck here. And so I'll quickly draw attention to these organizations because they put significant funds into this so that we can hold a national event every year. And I'll talk more about the national event once I just recognize our sponsors. So, of course, we've got SCAP, the Sustainable Canadian Agricultural Partnership. We've got the country of Canada that supports us. But we also have privately owned individual companies that understand and recognize the importance of agriculture in this country. And so I especially want to thank CN, Solio Agriculture, CIBC, John Deere, Meridian, Bayer, and then our media sponsors, Nucleus, Farm Glacier, or Glacier Farm Media, and Bamboo Shoots, and our national supporter, which is BDO. We couldn't do what we do without these sponsors. And what they do really is allow us to put on a fantastic event every year. Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers come from across the country to celebrate the winners of each one of the regions and to name 2 people or farms for Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers program. And this is more than just the regions coming together. This is alumni who have grown to be incredible friends for a number of reasons. We have a lot in common as alumni, but we can share in each other's joys, and we can share in each other's challenges that we're facing. And it is like Jen said, it isn't easy year over year to be a farmer. And there are years where, we're in the red and not in the black. And there are struggles that are absolutely real and quite stressful, but a lot easier to get through when you have people who understand, that don't come at it from a judgmental perspective, but are really there for you. And through the networking and through the conversations that we have with each other, we're able to really support each other through the highs and the lows. And while we're doing that, have an absolutely incredible time. And so my husband and I have been part of this program now for 11 years and have made it a priority to go to each one of the national events. And I feel so honored to be president and to be able to come to regional events like this. Saskatchewan does a fabulous job, and I want to draw attention to all of the organizers that put this on. It is not just one person, it's an entire team, and it's incredibly well done, and you should be very, very proud of yourself. Our program has we've got parameters around what we do. And so any of our nominees, they've got to be over 18. They've got to be under 40. They need to have ownership in the farm that they're representing. And there are some other pieces that go along with that as well. And so each of the regions selects one farm to move on to the national event. But the important part of that is that, so we've got 2 different farms that are being represented here today. And I've had conversations with the judges, and this absolutely wasn't clear cut. In fact, it was extremely difficult. They said they really could have put the names in the hat and drawn one out and been happy with whoever came out, because Saskatchewan is represented very, very well by our nominees. And so congratulations to all of you for all of your hard work, for your energy, for your passion, for what you do day in, day out. And thank you for saying yes. And I hope that you'll continue to be part of our family. So I'm not going to take a whole lot more time than that. I could go into who's on the board and, all of the details that would take another 5 minutes, but that's not exactly exciting. Really, what I want to share with you is that this is an incredible program that is full of energy, that represents the best in agriculture, and we celebrate excellence. So thank you so much for being here today.
So if you notice that, it became a, I love you, Amy. And she's like, no, Jen, I love you more. That's what the whole thing is about. So when you go to a national event and you go to the hospitality suite or you see everybody, everybody's hugging and so excited to see each other, and the volume just goes up and up and up, and the fun just keeps coming. So yes, amazing. Thanks, Amy. So now I would like to welcome the Legislative Secretary to the Provincial Minister of Agriculture, James Thorstensen, to receive greetings.
Thank you, Jen, and good morning, everybody. It's an honor to join you here today and bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan and Honourable David Merritt, Minister of Agriculture. I know Minister Merritt would have liked to have been here himself. He wasn't able to make it today because he always enjoys this event and connecting with everybody here each and every year. I'm also looking forward to listening and learning from our nominees today through lunch and hearing more about their operations. And we are very proud as a government to support the Outstanding Young Farmers program in Saskatchewan. I recognize the effort it takes to host such a high caliber event, and the planning committee does an amazing job, and this year is no exception. I want to extend my appreciation to the other supporters of this event, the sponsors, the judges, and the community members. Your continued support speaks to the value and importance of what this program represents. I'm proud to join the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young, or proud to recognize the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Program nominees this year. Chansey Burke and Jordan Lynch and Cash and Bo Stevenson. Your dedication to innovation, production, safety, and best practices is at the core of what makes Saskatchewan agriculture strong. It is a sector built and sustained by people who embody these values every day, and this year's nominees exemplify them. The Outstanding Young Farmers program is about more than recognizing excellence. It highlights producers who make agriculture more than just a profession. For them, it's a lifestyle, rooted in smart business management and a deep personal connection to the land. That is a powerful combination. The nominees here today inspire the next generation to see the value in innovation, adaptability, and resilience, qualities that form the foundation of modern agriculture. It's a privilege to support and celebrate their accomplishments through the Outstanding Young Farmers program. These nominees contribute in meaningful ways to not just their local communities, but to the province and our nation. Leadership such as theirs matters in every sector, but in Saskatchewan agriculture it carries special weight. This industry not only supports our economic well-being of our province, but it also delivers our global reputation as a trusted supplier of the agri-food products the world increasingly relies on. These nominees show us what the future of agriculture looks like in Saskatchewan, and it clearly is in excellent hands. I extend my congratulations to both sets of nominees, and I wish this year's winner the very best of luck at the national event in November. I know you will make us all proud. Thank you very much, and enjoy lunch.
Thank you. Okay, everyone may be starting to get a little hungry or peckish. So before we enjoy lunch together, I'd like to invite Rhonda Meyerly to come forward and I would like to call her forward to offer the blessing.
Bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for farmers, those men and women that put in the time, effort, and the long hours to provide food for their communities and for the whole world. As we approach the coming spring season, we ask for your continued provision and protection for them all. May you bless their dedication and hard work. We thank you for this meal that we are about to partake in, and we ask that you bless it to our body's use and bless the hands that have prepared it. In your name we ask this, amen.
Thank you, Rhonda. So a few things. Everybody should have their dinner tickets. So if you could take the tickets with you to the buffet table when you get called and put them in the basket there, it helps us keep a count of who came. And the staff will be coming to tap you on the shoulder when it's your turn to go. I'm pretty sure nominees, you will get top tier first service. So everyone just wait patiently, enjoy, visit, network, and we'll see you after lunch. Okay, so in order to put this event on, there's lots of moving parts. So our program coordinator, Elaine, she's actually in South Africa right now, so she sends a big hello to everybody. I know the sponsors, that's who you communicate with. So Elaine's great, and she's been doing this job for years, but she also has two amazing helpers, Tanis Axton and Rhonda Meyerly. And I'd like to take a minute to call them up here to thank them for all their hard work. There's a lot of details that happen, and I think they deserve a thank you. Okay, so you keep hearing me talk about the future of ag and the next generation of farmers. Well, the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers has a scholarship, and I would like to call up Rhonda Meyerly again to tell us about it and present an award to one of our future leaders in agriculture.
As you know, this whole program is about promoting agriculture, and as part of that, we want to inspire the next generation to get involved in agriculture. And one way we're doing that is providing a scholarship. We have both an undergrad scholarship and a post-secondary scholarship. And we have two winners this year, and I will just say a little brief thing about each of them. So the first winner is Jackson. He is from St. Brew, and in his grade 12 year in the St. Brew School. This fall, he plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan, studying agribusiness. Jackson is very involved in his family farm, putting in those long hours, running equipment both spring and fall, as well as looking after their livestock. He is also an entrepreneur and started his own business, Prairie Haven Apiary, as well as a business raising chickens. He also volunteers coaching power skating, plays hockey, and takes music lessons. He is described as being hardworking, dedicated, responsible, and a young man of integrity. Jackson is a very well-deserving recipient of the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Undergrad Scholarship. Congratulations, Jackson, and we'll call him up to the stage. We are fortunate that he was able to attend this event, and I hope he enjoys it. I actually don't have the actual scholarship to present him at this moment, but I wanted him to come up, and so we can recognize him, and we encourage him in his future endeavors and his studies, and we wish you well. And it's exciting to see the young people taking an interest in agriculture. So congratulations again, Jackson. The next one we have is Kate Axton. Kate grew up on her family farm near Minton, Saskatchewan, and completed her grade 12 year at the Gladmore Regional School. Kate is currently in her 4th year at Dalhousie University Agriculture Campus, obtaining her Bachelor of Agriculture and Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in international food business degree. That is a mouthful. She is currently working on her thesis titled Food Reflections, Mapping Food Representations and System Transitions for Future Food System Planning. And a quote from one of her references: Kate's natural intellect, academic performance, work ethic, and genuine passion for agriculture and the agri-food industry makes her an ideal candidate for the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmer Scholarship, and we couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, Kate cannot be with us as she is in Dalhousie University, but we do want to extend our congratulations to her and wish her well in her future.
Congratulations to both of them. Just want to give a little shout out. So Jackson's parents graduated university with me. So how cool was that when they walked in today and I found out that that their son was the winner of the scholarship. So pretty cool. Next, we are pleased to hear from one of our charter sponsors. Please welcome Wilco Van Mile from Farm Credit Canada.
Wasn't expecting to have to do a workout here coming up to the stage. So, good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here on behalf of Farm Credit Canada. My name is Wilco Van Mile. I'm a senior director for FCC here. I want to start off by saying thank you to the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmer Organizing Committee for bringing us together to celebrate excellence in agriculture. Today is about recognizing leadership, innovation, and commitment to this industry. It is about celebrating young farmers who are shaping the future of agriculture in this province and across the country. Young farmers are the pride of Canadian agriculture. You're stepping into an industry that matters deeply to Canadians and to the world. And you're doing it at a time when expectations placed on agriculture have never been higher. The decisions you make today will shape agriculture, what agriculture looks like tomorrow. At FCC, primary agriculture and food producers is our priority. We're proud to be the only financial institution that is 100% invested in Canadian ag and food production. We work alongside farmers, ranchers, processors, and manufacturers to provide financing, business support, and practical tools. Our role is to support you as you grow, as you transition, and as you lead the industry forward. For many young farmers, one of the biggest moments in your career is stepping into ownership. Whether that means buying into the family operation or purchasing a farm or ag business. It is an exciting step and can be a complex one. That's why FCC offers tools such as our newly enhanced transition loan. It is designed to support buyers by providing flexibility and stability during ownership changes, whether the transition happens within a family or outside of it. Alongside this, we also offer transition services, where we can access an advisor at no cost to help start conversations, plan next steps, and navigate the transition process with confidence. Taking on ownership also means making more decisions, often earlier than generations before you, and often under more pressure. Because of this, we offer programs designed specifically for young producers, including flexible financing, tailored knowledge resources, and financial development support. Many of these tools are available whether or not you're an FCC customer, because supporting the next generation of farmers is essential to strengthening Canadian agriculture. The future of this industry depends on strong, capable, and confident young producers. Our focus is enabling you to thrive through change, through growth, and through opportunity. Today we celebrate that future. To this year's nominees, congratulations and good luck to you all. On behalf of everyone at Farm Credit Canada, thank you for what you do. Thank you for building the future of Canadian agriculture, and enjoy the rest of today's activities.
Thank you, FCC. It is now my pleasure to recognize the 2025 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers, Brady and Lindsay Funk from Braylon Acres from Wymark, Saskatchewan.
this part.
Thank you all so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about our journey over the last year with the Outstanding Young Farmers program. It truly has been an honor to represent our province over this past year. We are, as mentioned before, Brady and Lindsay Funk of Braylon Acres. We farm cereals, pulses, and oilseeds with my family on the main farm south of Swift Current. And Brady and I also simultaneously farm our own subsurface drip irrigation project by Lucky Lake on the South Saskatchewan River. We have 3 kids, Hudson, Roman, and Avery, aged 9, 7, and 5, who keep us busy with all of their school activities, sports, and music lessons. I think we're a few slides too many. Can you go back? There we go, thank you.
Our Lucky Lake project was inspired by the verse in Genesis 2:6, where it says, "And streams came up from beneath to water the whole surface of the ground, of the earth." And we took that verse literally and installed Canada's largest subsurface drip irrigation project to date. Starting it from scratch, we incorporated the most advanced technological equipment and software to complete the most efficient irrigation system available in agriculture today. The savings in energy consumption, water consumption, and nitrogen consumption make our project the most environmentally friendly system available. Our first year, full-scale production saw a Durham Durham variety that busheled over 500% better than the neighboring dryland acres, followed by a crop of blackstrap black beans and an experimental 1-acre vegetable plot this last season. This year we are seeding canola on most of the acres, as well as a 10x, so 10 acres of vegetables, which incorporated green beans, cucumbers, and sweet corn, with the vision of scaling this over the years. We are currently in the process of branding and marketing as well, and working with distributors on our vegetable operation off the field and hopefully into your grocery stores.
Next slide, please. In November of 2025, we traveled out to Toronto for the National Outstanding Young Farmers event. There we met the other nominees who spanned all different areas of agriculture: pedigreed seed growers, potato farmers, a family in agritourism growing orchards, sheep farmers, and grass-fed cattle and organic poultry farmers. These individuals that we met were truly excellent at what they do within agriculture, and it was so fun to share stories about what each of us do on our farms and learn from one another. We had the privilege of sharing a meal at the top of the CN Tower. We had a team-building evening with a healthy dose of competition where we cooked our own food and competed against each other. And then after the gala, we went on tours of Cooper's Farm, Algoma Orchard, Loblaws Distribution Center, and Willow Tree Farm, all of which were alumni from the program and have done amazing things with their farms. The gracious sponsors that were behind the event pulled out all the stops to make sure that we had an unforgettable time bringing the farm to the city. It truly was a memorable experience from start to finish. Next slide, please. We did not end up winning the National Outstanding Young Farmers event in Toronto last year, but we have high hopes for this next year. But we truly did gain so much from our experience that outweighed coming home without the award. In a society where technology has made us increasingly more connected, yet more comfortable, doing hard things has become less popular than it has been in the past. The many hours that we and the nominees have spent putting together the applications and the slideshows, practicing presentations, and then taking it and presenting publicly in front of hundreds of people while putting yourself out there to be judged is absolutely not easy. So what they are doing today here has a lot of work behind it. But as you know, a career in agriculture is not easy either. By going to Toronto and doing this big thing that felt hard, we were able to share proudly about what this generation of farmers is doing to move agriculture into the future. This is truly exciting and worth sharing about. And I even was saying to some of the other alumni before, the personal growth that I had just simply putting myself out there and doing these hard things. Public speaking now doesn't make my knees shake. And the personal growth that I mentioned before really, truly is amazing, and it outweighs any award.
Yeah, and it's really hard to believe that it's already been 12 months since we were being judged last year. So just enjoy the moment and the friends that you build throughout this time here. We're proud to share about where we came from and where we're taking our farm. And so watching the nominees of 2026 stepping into this arena where hard work is recognized and celebrated is a beautiful way to end our term. Congratulations to the 2026 Outstanding Young Farmer nominees. We proudly pass this baton to you, knowing that the future of agriculture in our province and our country is very bright. So congratulations and thank you.
Just makes me like such a proud mom when you see all right? Like I see all the alumni from past years and we're all like, yeah, that's right. They're one of us. So good. Okay, so now it's time for 33-7, one of our chartered sponsors, Martin Hutnick, to come up and say a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Pretty good? Yeah. Well, it's truly an honor to be here with you, celebrating the hard work, the innovation, the achievement at the heart of agriculture in Canada, here in Saskatchewan. On behalf of everyone at 33-7, I want to say how meaningful it is that we have the opportunity to be a sponsor of the Saskatchewan OYF regional event. Agriculture is the backbone of our communities. You feed us, you hydrate us, you even educate and entertain us with all your unique initiatives. Events like this and the OYF as an organization reminds us of why this work is essential to keep farms strong and thriving for generations to come. And it is why being able to help farm families with farm succession and farm continuity is something we take seriously, and we have some fun along the way too, right? So the legacies of family farms, they remind us of where we came from and presents us with paths of where we can go next. That's why it's vital to protect the next generation of farmers in Canada, and increasingly important to support farmers here in Saskatchewan and across the country. Now, we're from Ontario, so don't hold it against us, but we're gonna try to bring the prairies back to Ontario a little bit, bring a little of that jive back there. And I wanna say thanks to the organizers and all the teams for putting on such an amazing event. Congratulations to you guys, the nominees. I'm looking forward to hearing about you more here on the stage. And welcome to the OYF family. Thank you.
Now it's the time we're all waiting for. We are ready to hear from our nominees, and this is what happens here, and it happens at nationals. It's our most favorite. Did you hear that? That was bad. But it's our most favorite time to listen to the new farmers, not new, but the future generation of farmers tell us about what they're doing, and we all sit back and go, wow, we really aren't doing enough. You're gonna leave feeling so motivated and refreshed and excited. So without further ado, Bo and Cash Stevenson, you're up first.
Before we started, we were talking to our bank rep, Monty Taphorn, and he said every time I mention TD Bank in this speech, we get the -1 interest rate. So TD Bank, TD Bank, TD Bank. We're at about prime -4 about now, Monty.
Yeah, we really love TD Bank. So. Alrighty. Well, I'd like to start off by saying we are not anything like Yellowstone. Our dad, Jeff, he likes to joke we're a lot more like yellow snow, so. Yeah, we're Highlight Custom Feedlot. I'm Bo Stevenson,
I'm Cash.
and we farm with our grandpa, Danny Stevenson, and our father, Jeff Stevenson. And we're located 20 minutes west of Melfort and an hour and a half northeast of Saskatoon. Click to the next slide. All right, let's meet the faces behind Highlight Feedlot. Next slide. So here's some various pictures of our Lila, her daughter, myself, my little baby Ev dog trying to lick a calf, wife Bailey, grandma Roseanne, mom Karina, dad Jeff, Cash's wife Leah.
Yes.
And Cash and Danny. Danny wasn't very happy he didn't get to be on a horse in that picture, so everyone just imagine him riding a horse. Next slide. This slide's for our daughter Lila. We want to make her happy here. This is all her favorite animals on the farm, so.
I got my very intimidating dogs, Marty and Murphy, up there. They're killers, so be careful for them.
Yeah. Alrighty, next slide. Okay, so this is old to new. So me and Cash, we put a lot of effort into rebuilding our feedlot. And the old part of the feedlot's kind of where we winter our cows now. But we rebuilt, the feedlot was shut down from 2012 to 2020. So for 8 years, you can imagine what having no cattle or any maintenance does to facilities like that. And it needed a lot of work. So we rebuilt just about every single fence line, more water bowls and bunks, and like the whole facility needed a big revamp, so it was a lot of work. Next slide. You can go on this one.
So here's our handling facilities built by we didn't have any part in this, but our grandpa and dad. So you can just see the progression from the old wooden small barn to the new, more modern sorting doors and metal penning and concrete. It's a lot more efficient and a lot easier to work with, especially inside in a nice heated barn.
I'd like to say too that that's all good. The investment made in our facility there for our barn was a big draw to us to come back, and it kind of points to the investment that older generations make in a farm and how valuable it is for the next generation. Had there not been that investment in our farm, it might have been seemed less opportunistic for us to come back. So it was a big draw, and it's a good facility. And now we're on to the calving pens and barn. Cash and I kind of pride ourselves in this. We never intended on having a cow herd, and we've worked in the last 4 years. We've started with 100, and we've worked up to 520. So it's been a grind, and the facilities and infrastructure we put in place make it all manageable and more efficient. So, and we should mention too, in the feedlot, we have capacity for 4,500 head of feeder cattle, and we try and own them all, and we custom finish. We've steered away from backgrounding, just we need the head days and the volume. So currently we only have 1,800 head in there, because when you own the cattle, you need to manage the risk, and the markets didn't dictate us to fill up, but we have the cows, so talk about calving.
So here's our some calving photos here. You can see the bottom left was our old facilities. So instead of a barn, it was an old head gate we bought for $800 outside and -20. So that was pretty fun, as you can imagine. So then all of the other pictures are inside of our barn. We've got little 10 by 12 pens in there. I think we have 15 of them in there, isn't it? So it makes, especially those long snowy days, a lot easier to keep the calves dry.
Some more pictures in the barn. Our vet would absolutely hate this picture. His number one rule when he came out was no pictures of him, so we're blasting him out there. Hopefully he doesn't find out. Next slide. Just another good picture, just trying to show how important having family around us is, and keep the kids involved and show them what we do, and we work a lot, so it's kind of a good way to spend time with them too. Next slide. But I'm going to point out in this picture, I'm way better at roping than Cash. Way better.
We're both not good.
Yeah. Don't ask me how many times it took to rope that calf, because it was pretty tired when I got there. All right, here's the feed system. So in the bottom left corner is our micro machine. It reduces cost and increases feed efficiency, and it measures the micros per ingredient into the ration down to 0.001 of a gram. So it's very effective and efficient. And the other pictures are just of our roller mills where we store our grain and how we handle the ingredients that we load into the feed truck. Next slide. And that's our professional feed truck driver. Little young, but labor's tight, so we're starting her pretty young. In the top corner, maybe just go back, sorry. In the top corner, you can see an iPad there. That's our feeding software, so Performance Beef. For anyone feeding cattle, it's a great app to use. It tracks all of the ingredients loaded in the feed truck, as well as the pounds for delivery to the pen, and keeps track of all your costs and produces invoices too at the end of each month. So that's the app we use, and it's a great app, technology for feeding. Next slide.
Here's our new air seeder we bought there on the bottom, or our new drill rather on the bottom there. We use liquid fertilizer, and we just got into variable rate and field mapping, so it's going to be an interesting thing to learn going from our previous setup there. We seed about a third canola, a third barley, and a third wheat most years. So
yeah, and it's 33, 35 Burgo drill and variable rate section control. It's going to be awesome. So our farm is also 8 miles north of St. Brew. So if we didn't buy a Burgo, we'd have to move from communities. So we love Burgo though. Next slide.
Here's me and my wife's little custom horse business there. That's our black and white guy. There's our first foal we had at Stone. So we're having trouble justifying paying all the money for buying broke horses. So just like our value add and our cow side, we decided that we're just going to produce our own. So
this is me when I was a little younger and maybe not quite as intelligent. I thought I could dig that rock out, and it just did not end. But I threw this picture in there because we've acquired some marginal land, and it's awesome for the cows, but there are little pieces that we've tried clearing and breaking, and we've been successful in doing so. This slide might not be the best indicator, but we've been successful in doing so because in the feedlot we have to spread manure, and when we clean pens, and that manure adds a lot of organic matter and nutrients and biolife back into the soil. So we're able to kind of justify breaking land and cleaning it up because we can get a quicker return on investment spreading manure on it. So we got about 300 acres that we're tackling cleaning up, and it's been a pretty never-ending process. Next slide.
well, there's spraying. We do kind of just whatever needs. Fungicides some years, fungicides not some years. So me and Dad do majority of the spraying, and yep.
This same thing, just we rigged up this shuttle to spray fence lines. It's not super advanced, but it works good when we're spraying grazon and reclaim to control poplars and stuff coming back. And that's a spray plane. Bailey thought we were gonna die when we took that picture. We're so close, but I don't think it was that bad. Next slide. Fencing. So this is just a couple pictures to show the progression of the feedlot and how much work it takes. A lot of time. Next slide.
There's me getting my education there during COVID. So I graduated halfway through building a windbreak fence.
Silage here. My professional feed truck driver also helps me chop silage. We chopped about 8,000 wet tons of barley silage. For us, barley is a more consistent crop to grow, and it's a lot more manageable timeline-wise, because in August we like to get done silage, start spreading manure and cleaning out pens along with harvest starting. So we like to predominantly chop barley silage. And we did not need as much feed as we cut, but next slide.
There's harvest. We got, for the most part, just the family running combines and trucks and grain carts and whatnot. We do a lot of baling too. And Yep.
Yeah, and I think he said that, but we grain farm about 5,000 acres, so excited. You can go next slide there. We're gonna run out of time. Maybe it's froze. Oh, okay. Well, there's a couple missing at the end, but we're probably running out of time anyways. So the last slide had a quote, and it said, if you want to walk far, walk alone. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. And in that slide, it showed a picture of me and Cash and our plans for expanding the feedlot. And I think that's a really good quote to kind of symbolize the importance of family. If you want to do something yourself, you might get somewhere a little quicker. But because we came together, and we've been able to build a lot more, and it's been a lot more stuff. Do you want to say anything else? I think maybe I'll speak for Cash and the soft tires for me. So just to end off, I just want to say, like, it's an honor to be here. The Lynch family's amazing people as well, and like the recognition is nice, but I also want to recognize how important our family is. With, like, our dad and grandpa have taught us priceless knowledge, and without them and believing in us and giving us the opportunity to farm, we wouldn't be up here today. So I really want to recognize how important our family is, and yeah.
Also our wives for supporting us through all of our things. We should definitely bring them up.
Yeah, we love our wives. We got to drive home with them today, so equally important, big sacrifice. And thank you all for listening, and we appreciate us giving us the opportunity to be here. So thank you.
Thank you.
See, so fun to listen to, right? Okay, now our second nominees. We have Jordan Lintz and Chancey Burke.
Well, hello everybody. We're really excited to be here, and we want to say thank you to the sponsors too. We got some really nice swag bags, and it's just nice to see support from that side of the industry as well.
Yeah, I also want to congratulate these guys. Bo and Cash are awesome guys. I'm really looking forward to hopefully a friendship that we have for forever going on. I really look forward to keep in touch on things and how we grow up together. So it'll be fun to experience that with you guys, I think, from now on. So yeah, we got a little bit of a slide here to show for you. Also kind of like these guys. I really want to acknowledge Patrick, my brother-in-law, and Keegan, my brother, who also farm with us. They can't stand up here with us, but they're just as much a part of this as we are. And my wife.
Next slide.
So yeah, Lynch Farm Partnership was founded in 1907, making us a 119-year-old fourth-generation farm. Historically, the Lynches were a small family, so we didn't have the typical pressure of needing to constantly expand to support the next generation. Our parents were really the first ones to take risks and actively grow our acreage. They bought and leased land to build a business big enough to pass down to all of us siblings at once. To give you a picture of that growth, when I came back to the farm in 2012, we were running 5,800 acres with 1 seeder and 2 combines. Today, heading into 2026, we've successfully grown to 15,000 acres, operating 3 seeders and 4 combines. There's a lot of history in our family of farming, but what sets us apart is how this next generation of siblings is reshaping what this looks like. Next slide. To give you an idea on how I fit into that growth, my journey started like a lot of farm kids, helping out whenever I could. But after high school, our parents really pushed us to step away, get some education, and experience life off the farm. I ended up taking a job at West Steel in Warman building fertilizer bins. I distinctly remember looking out this tiny little window at work thinking I'd much rather be filling those bins than building them. I think that was my turning point. I enrolled in the Ag Business Diploma program at the U of S, graduated in 2010. From there, I headed to New Zealand for 10 months to work on a sheep and grain farm and gain a different perspective. I brought that experience home back in 2011, and the following year, my parents and I officially formed the Lynch Farm Partnership. Fast forward to 2018, I married my wife, Dakota, and now we're raising our 2 girls, Amelia and London. Next slide.
We added everybody's stuck pictures to lighten up the slides a little bit, so everybody gets a little moment of fame on here as well. So Patrick came from Australia in 2010 for a 6-month work experience, promising his mother that he wouldn't find a girlfriend, and 4 days later he found me. So he came from a sheep and cattle farm and is a heavy-duty mechanic. He started working for Lynch Farm Partnership in 2012, and Patrick and I became partners in 2018. We live in Osage with our 3 daughters, Hudson, Ivy, and Sage. Next slide, please. I grew up sharing combine rides with my grandma. She was dedicated to the farm and still found time to balance community, family, and passion for shopping with her bestie. She inspired me to go into agriculture, and I studied renewable resource management at the University of Saskatchewan through the College of Agriculture. I graduated and I worked as a grain buyer for 8 years, and then I switched my field of agriculture to agronomy in 2020 and work as an agronomist at Top Notch Farm Supply in Fillmore, but I'm still actively participating in management on the farm. I have the advantage of working with many farmers and hearing how their farm operations are going, which brings a different perspective back to the farm, mostly offering reassurance that the decisions that we're making aren't out of line. Next slide, please.
Keegan's path back to the farm took a slightly different route. He graduated high school in 2011 and went on to become a journeyman plumber. But after spending nearly a decade crawling through cramped attics and dusty crawl spaces, he realized an air-conditioned tractor cab was maybe a little bit better. In 2009, he officially hung up his pipe wrenches and joined the farm as a laborer. He put in the work, and in 2023, that ended up as a massive year for him. He married his wife, Shelby, bought his first house, and officially stepped up as a partner in the farm. That year also welcomed their first of 2 daughters, and they are now busy keeping up with Georgia and Macklin. Next slide.
Les, our dad, stands out in the farm family history of being a trailblazer of a farmer in southeast Saskatchewan. He farmed alongside his dad, and like most Saskatchewan generational farmers, was waiting for the day for Grandpa to step aside so that he could be the one in charge of the farm management decisions. By the time that moment happened, us kids were back and partners on the farm. Dad slipped into a mentorship role, offering his opinion, but really proud to have us kids take the lead. He was an early adopter, bringing zero-till and direct drilling to the farm in the early 90s and advancing the farm and equipment into variable rate fertilizer and seeding rates in the 2010s. Deanne, our mom, has really strong communication skills and provides so much insightfulness. The reason that this partnership works is because of how much she's pushed for our relationships to be a priority. Family farm first, not a farm first family. Next slide, please. Lynch Farm Partnership values relationships and teamwork. This is the foundation for our farm and starts with our efforts to improve ourselves as owners. We are driven and pushing ourselves to learn and evolve personally and as a team. I have just completed my CCA, and Patrick and I will be attending Learn to Lead next week with the Saskatchewan Oilseeds. Jordan plans on attending TPAP next year. We attend webinars and farm days, trying to stay up to date with the ag industry, and in the last few years have added to our governance that this training and education for our partners is required. Our production focus is on good agronomics, producing high quality, good yielding crops, while improving and maintaining the health of the soil for the farm that we want for future generations. We are working to uphold the culture of the family farming in Saskatchewan, while maintaining operations and profit on the farm. Next slide, please. So when I talk about the culture of family farming in Saskatchewan, I mean the moments in the morning when you finish greasing the combines and you get to have a coffee with the team before we get rolling. That the long stretch during seeding, you can bring the kiddos in the tractor to have some time with their mom and dad. It's part of the balance of farming and family in Saskatchewan. but spreading costs across the farm and maintaining income for us partners. We have increased our land base, which increases the workload and puts pressure on work-life balance. How do we remain a viable farm and maintain that family farm feeling that brought us back to our roots in the first place? How do we avoid diving head into the work when we're such driven individuals? This is where Lynch Farm Partnership has dedicated time and effort into our succession and business management part of the farm. Next slide, please. So succession management to our farm has 3 parts: family, business development, and human resources. On the family side of the planning, our parents got the ball rolling by attending farm meetings and researching succession management before his kids had even come back to the farm. The communications about how we would become part of the business happened early, and now us siblings and their spouses have taken the lead. We have regular governance meetings, creating communication management plans and organizational charts to define roles and responsibilities of us owners. We have worked with succession management consultants to assure that these goals and values are clear and communicated between our team. We make sure that we are all comfortable with the workloads and we are feeling that balance of family and the farm.
Next slide. We really view succession planning as the bedrock of our business transition. Even though we can't control the weather or the grain markets, having this plan in place brings us financial stability and security to the farm. It's how we ensure our farming values and successful practices actually make it to the next generation. Part of making sure that the next generation is set up for success is realizing that nobody can be an expert at absolutely everything. We aren't afraid to hire out or adopt new apps when we need to specialize knowledge to drive our decision making. We rely on a whole suite of tools and experts, from FCC Ag Expert for driving down our profitability down to the bushel, so you can have that marketing decisions before the harvest even comes into the bin. JD Ops tracks our efficiencies and also optimization of how many acres per hour we're doing and benchmarking ourselves against other farms and ourselves within future years. Climate Field View for NDVI imagery, agrimatic cart scales so we know our production down to the bushel or down to the pound for our daily operations. And we work closely with Croptomistic for full farm variable rate, MMP for our field optimization and accounting, which benchmarks us against other farmers across the province, and Mercer Ag Consulting for grain marketing. Next slide, please. Like many farms today, human resources is becoming a huge topic of conversation for us. With a growing business, managing people takes up a significant amount of our time. You can look at farming as a logistics company. Success comes down to making sure everyone is doing the right thing, the right way, at the right time. To help streamline our operation and to keep everyone safe, we've introduced standard operating procedures, regular employee reviews, and hands-on farm safety workshops. An example of an SOP is I've created QR codes that go on the tractor that you can scan with your phone and brings up parts lists, filter numbers, and we're working on creating a walk-around for the combine or the tractors. Then you can see how you do your pre-date check, and it'll just be on YouTube. Next slide, please. Producing high-quality crops and maintaining the land for the next generation requires a serious commitment to ag tech and sustainability. For us, that starts from the ground up by actively taking marginal land out of production and seeding it down to salt-tolerant grass. We also use deep ripping to break up the hardpan and improve water infiltration to soil roots to have better access to the nutrients. We let data drive our agronomy. Extensive soil and tissue testing showed us where we were over-applying nitrogen and missing out on micros like boron and zinc, allowing us to completely correct our applications. Our variable rate fertilizer maps for seed and fertilizer ensure we are incredibly efficient, putting down zero fertilizer in areas that don't need it and applying in higher where there's more potential for an ROI. To keep pushing ourselves, we run extensive on-farm trials, including a continuous canola variety trial since 2021, and a 2024 trial testing biologicals that activate fertilizer uptake. Finally, we mitigate our risk through infrastructure and logistics. We purposely farm north to south to counter an east-west weather pattern and installed a grain dryer that helps us harvest around the clock sometimes and protect our durum grades. We've also recently installed solar panels on our shop to help power their operation. Next slide, please. To get back to the area that supports us, our partners make it a priority to be actively involved. Chancey serves on multiple local boards, was involved with APAS, and has attended the Canadian Federation of Agriculture to provide grassroots advocacy for Saskatchewan farming practices. Patrick works as a volunteer firefighter and the RM counselor. I work as an emergency medical responder while also sitting as the vice president on the Fillmore EMS board of directors. None of this would work without that strong relationships that we have with our local ag community. We would never be where we are without having neighbors pushing us to keep up with them and be the best farmers that we can be. There's a deep passion for farming in our local area, with many farmers holding executive positions on Saskatchewan, Saspals, and APAS. The community shares a passion for the industry, and we truly enjoy the mentorship relationships that we have with our neighbors and hope to pass that on in the future.
We didn't build this farm alone. Our neighbors pushed us, our community supported us, and the generation before us showed us how that was possible. Our job now is simple: to make sure that the next generation can say the same thing. Thank you.
Wow, that's pretty great, hey? Just take a minute to be grateful and appreciate that both of these nominees are siblings, and not every sibling can work together or have that dynamic to do that. So that is a true great value that your parents have done to both your families to be able to do that. That's something to be proud of. So your parents deserve a round of applause, because that's amazing. Well, you guys, are you ready yet? I told them I was going to draw this out for them so that they'd have to wait. You still got to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to... Selecting the winner for today is not an easy job, and we are lucky to have 3 amazing judges who accepted the role and who spent yesterday with them, judging them, for lack of better words, and spending the day getting to know them. I hear it wasn't an easy job, but I would like to call all 4 judges up here to come take a bow and say a word. We got Tyler Kessler from Kessler Ag Ventures in White City. We have Grant Kozier, ag entrepreneur from Moose Jaw, and Frank and Carrie Gronwig, the 2011 Saskatchewan OYF alumni. All of you come out, and Grant's going to say a few words.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you. Hello, everyone, and thanks for having us here. First of all, it was an honor to be selected to get to view these 2 great farms. I can't say enough about it. The judges, we've got an agronomist, we've got former winners, and a business guy, and so it was nice to be able to ask the kids questions from 3 different kind of points of view and perspectives. To you nominees, one of the things, and Kes brought this up, and so this is his words, but just being echoed through me. It takes some stones to be able to do what you did. Like, you are being vulnerable to say, hey, have a look at our farm. You know, it's private, it's information that, you know, allowing yourself to be judged. And without that, and without your courage of doing that, this event doesn't exist, and this organization doesn't exist. So that's incredible. So I appreciate that a lot. Whoever wins, you're going to be asked to represent our region. I guess the one thing that came to me was the humility that both sets of you farms showed. You guys, like these guys came in, they knew their stuff, but they didn't think that they were all that in a bag of chips. They came with kind of humble hat in hand, but I want you to know this. You deserve to be here. Like, from my chair as, you know, a crop insurance guy who got to see, you know, 40, 50,000 farm financials over my career, I assure you that if every one of our farms were like your farms, we would love to have a business built on that. So you do deserve to be here. And so that when you're asked to go talk to, you know, a former judge, Kevin Hirsch, sitting in the crowd as a reporter, or you're asked to do something on the stage, know that you actually are a leader, you're representing our province, and you've got the stuff to be there. So just know it, own it, and show it. So a couple of great farms, wow. A little bit different, because as you could see by the presentation, one was have a heavy cow-calf operation and a feedlot. The other one is pure grains and oilseeds. But nonetheless, excellent management, I guess the best way to say it. There are a lot of things in farming that we can't control. We sometimes have a little bit of control over our costs, and we have control over our execution of timing is everything. You guys, by your financials and by your presentations, you can tell you have a commitment to getting the job done on time and in a budget that's going to, you know, make your farm sustainable for the long term. So we really appreciated that. The one thing that was disappointing for us as judges is that your farms are so cool, we wanted to have more time to visit with you. Like, honest to God, we would get that 5-minute warning and we're like, what? Like, come on, we need to have more time. These guys are really interesting. But I mean, the guidelines are the guidelines, so, you know, we really appreciated getting to know you. We are not here to say who won. There's somebody else who will do that. But I will say this. The decision was extraordinarily difficult. You made it very difficult for us to decide, and it wasn't unanimous. It was a 2-to-1 vote, and so that's how good both of you are. So if you're not selected as the winner, please know that you are winners. And with that, I would just say thank you.
And we'd like to show you some appreciation and give you some thank you gifts for taking the time out to do this hard job. Round of applause for our judges, everybody. Thanks, guys. So Grant kind of nailed my remarks that I was going to make here, because you guys you're a part of the Saskatchewan family forever. You're welcome, you're part of our group. You're representatives of this organization, and like Grant said, you deserve to be here, so be proud of that. And when you're gonna get asked to speak at events now, so you are now officially popular. So if you don't like interviews, you're gonna start liking them, because you're not really gonna have a choice. So embrace it, enjoy it, and really take part of the Outstanding Young Farmers organization. I can't say it enough. We're a great group of people that you can lean on, and we're as valuable as you want it to be. So congratulations to you all in advance. And now, Stephen, are you ready? The moment we've been waiting for to present the 2026 Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Award. Please welcome Stephen Friesen from Pattison Agriculture.
Thank you, Jen. And she said, my name is Stephen Friesen. I'm General Manager for Pattison Agriculture. I'm based at a Yorkton location. I look after the northeast of Pattison Ag's AOR, so that's Humboldt over to Swan River. And I'm honored to be here today speaking on behalf of Doug Tibbin, our president, and the executive team of Pattison Agriculture. They are currently at Jimmy's main corporate meeting for the year. Ever since the farm show moved to this time, it coincides with that, and I would imagine that declining Jimmy's meeting would be a career-limiting move, so they are there. And before I start, just for the young guys there that are asking Monty for better rates, I'll give a plug to TD as well, so you're now prime -5. As the agriculture industry continues to evolve, innovation and technology are playing an increasingly important role in shaping its future. At Pattison Ag, we are proud to represent John Deere, a company that continues to push the boundaries of what's possible to help farmers operate more efficiently, make better decisions, and continue feeding and growing the world. Today's John Deere equipment portfolio provides farmers with powerful tools to increase efficiency, productivity, and precision across their operations. Whether you're in the field or managing your farm from the office, John Deere technology is designed to help you get the most out of every acre. Some examples of the latest innovations include precision application technologies, including See and Spray, which allows farmers to apply crop protection only where they're needed, and now includes variable rate technology. Enhanced harvest automation, helping combines optimize performance and improve grain cart loading during harvest, and the new C-Series air carts, designed to improve metering accuracy, greater capacity to help farmers seed more acres with greater precision. John Deere's mission to continue to evolve seeding capacity with more announcements to come. These innovations represent just a few examples of John Deere's continued commitment to supporting farmers with technology that improve efficiency, productivity, and long-term sustainability. And at Pattison Ag, we are committed to ensuring that that technology is well represented on every farm. Programs like the Outstanding Young Farmers Program reflect on the same spirit of innovation and leadership. This program celebrates individuals who are not only dedicated to their operation, but also help shape the future of agriculture through progressive thinking, strong management, and commitment to their communities. Agriculture has always been built on resilience, innovation, and willingness to adapt. The young farmers recognized through this program represent the next generation of leadership in our industry, individuals who are continually looking for better ways to farm, steward the land, and grow their operations. I'm honored to congratulate this year's nominees, Chancey Burke and Lorden Lynch, and Cash and Bo Stevenson. Your passion, vision, and hard work are helping drive agriculture forward. You represent leadership, innovation, and dedication that will ensure our industry continues to grow and thrive for generations to come. On behalf of Pattison Ag and John Deere, thank you for what you do for agriculture and for your communities. We're proud to support farmers like you, and we look forward to the future you're helping build for this industry. So now, anything else we want to draw this out a little bit more, Jen, or we're good? So I'm honored to present the award. I'll find out as I open it. This year's winner is Jordan Lynch and Chancey Burke.
Well, I'm really sad that we can't share this stage with Bo and Cash. I'm not even, yeah. It's such an honor, and they're two really great guys. I just really need to speak to that. But yeah, we really look forward to representing Saskatchewan in Vancouver, and yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy to be winning this. It's never thought of that coming out of high school or anything like that. I'm almost choking up. It's crazy, but thanks for everybody. And honestly, yeah, Cash and Bo, you guys deserve this as much as we do. It's I wish you guys were up here with us. So thanks.
Wow. See, they're already doing that. I love you. No, I love you more. No, I love you, but you're the best. See? So good. You're the best. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to Lynch Farm Partnership on winning. Your dedication, leadership, and passion for agriculture and family is inspiring to us all. Thank you once again to all of our sponsors, judges, partners, and everyone here that have taken the time to come today to celebrate agriculture and the families who continue to build its future. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon. And before you leave, I need sponsors, judges, and alumni. So judges, sponsors, and winners, nominees to come up here, and alumni, don't leave. We don't want to be tracking you down for pictures. So thank you, everybody.